Welcome to your 5 days of dystopian Christmas stories with me, your truth detective, Stephanie Lee. A Smart City Christmas. In this dystopian world, which we all have gotten way too used to, smart cities reign supreme. I find myself thinking about how we all must navigate through a complex web of rules and regulations, now the new normal, as it was always referred to. Just married and living with my husband in one of the depressing smart cities, I look out my small, openless window and long for the traditional and simple joys of the past. The joys of being able to walk outside freely, not being surveilled, and learning to live by their rules. Their dystopian rules, I should say. As December 25th, once called Christmas Day, approaches, we have decided to embark on a long journey to pick up my mother and experience an old-fashioned Christmas with my mom, my sister, my nieces, and my brother-in-law's family. This is no simple trip. In this smart city environment thrust on us by the globalists who have the freedom to live however they want, every action requires meticulous planning and permission from those in authority. To give you an example, a month before our journey to spend the holiday together, my husband and I had to obtain special travel papers to leave the smart city we were relegated to live in to be able to venture into another smart city across town lines. The process is always challenging, involving background checks and a thorough interrogation of our intentions. On the day of departure, anticipation filled the air as we set off on our quest. The first hurdle was to enter a neighboring smart city. This city's security forces stop us, subjecting us to rigorous searches and careful investigation of our travel passports. Each town we pass through presents a similar challenge, with the authorities ensuring our compliance with the strict regulations of the ruling class. After a long, tiresome journey, we finally arrive at my mother's house in her smart city. We need a long rest and don't even feel like continuing, but we do. This time with my mother in tow, and once again we face a series of security checks and screenings before being granted entry. The smart city's advanced surveillance systems scrutinize our every move, ensuring we don't overstep our bounds and comply with the city's stringent rules. Despite the weariness of our journey, the three of us make it to my sister's pod, hearts filled with joy and cheer when we enter. We reunite with our family in my sister's smart city pod. Of course, her pod being bigger, bigger family, bigger pod. We stretched and moved our bodies around. It was a glorious activity. Scanning the pod, we all are in awe and filled with the nostalgic ambiance of an old-fashioned Christmas, reminiscent of our childhood. The scent of freshly baked cookies waft through the air, and the sound of laughter and cheerful conversations fill the pod. There are fake trees that are now out throughout the pod. These trees were saved from Christmases past, tucked away from plain sight. As we gather around a minimalist living area, one couch, 2 chairs, and floor cushions, we exchange stories and relish in each other's company. We smile tight smiles of resistance and realize we must remember the true significance of these moments, as they are few and far between. In a world dominated by technocrats, AI technology, and control, the simplicity of a traditional Christmas celebration becomes a symbol of peace, solace, and the enduring human spirit. Amid a dystopian reality, we all find the love and connection shared with our family. This Christmas, we have defied the constraints of their smart cities, embracing the traditions of the past and reminding ourselves of the power of human warmth and togetherness. As we revel in the joy of the short time of religious celebration, we all must push thoughts of an oppressive regime into the back of our minds. For this very day, every one of us finds hope that the resistance will be victorious soon in the not-so-distant future. Even in the darkest of times, a Christmas wish might happen after all.